Hello beautiful people, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Oluchi Imo, and on this channel I talk about cake business and I do a couple of other things. Compliments of the season. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make these homemade vanilla cookies. So this is a new recipe that I just learned and I decided to try it out, and I'm bringing you along with me. Of course, it turned out beautifully nice and so delicious. So stick around with me and I'll be showing you the items that I'll be needing. We need 500 grams of margarine. We need 400 grams of icing sugar, that's a sieved icing sugar. 800 grams of all-purpose flour. We need 6 egg whites. And we also need 200 grams of powdered milk. And then I'm going to be using vanilla flavor for my baking. So let's get started by mixing the margarine and the icing sugar together. So we're just going to set these aside, bring our mixing bowl right here, and then turn our icing sugar gently into the mixing bowl. Oops, so careful, all right? And then add the margarine, all of it. Okay, so we're going to turn it in and then mix them both together. Now I'm going to start mixing on low speed, most importantly because this is icing sugar. Yes, I didn't make a mistake. And if you're wondering if you can use granulated sugar, the recipe doesn't call for that, so I don't know if you can substitute. Okay, so this is icing sugar and you're going to start on low speed so you don't have it flying all over the place. Mix on low speed and then gradually increase the speed of your mixer. Now let me make mention that just in case, icing sugar is the same thing as confectioner's sugar. Okay, so do not be confused. Confectioner's sugar, icing sugar, it is fine. So I'm going to mix for like 15 minutes thereabout until both are well incorporated and properly mixed. So it's been beaten for about 5 minutes, and what I'm going to do now is to stop my mixer and then scrape down the sides. When I scrape down the sides, you're going to see that it's not properly mixed yet, as you can see, right? So it's important for you to scrape down the sides so that everything mixes well and you mix until it is fluffy. So scrape all the way down, all right? Now this is my first time baking with margarine and icing sugar, to be honest, and it feels really strange but it's all good. Let me show you what it actually looks like. So this is what it looks like. Can you see? Now after beating for another 5 minutes, this is what it looks like. I'm going to show you what it looks like. So I saw that it was light and fluffy and I decided not to go ahead to beat for 15 minutes. Okay, so I beat for just 10 minutes and now I'm going to proceed with the addition of my egg whites into the mix bit by bit. So at this point, I'm going to be adding my vanilla flavor. After beating my egg whites, I went ahead to add the flavor. While that is mixing, I'll just go right ahead to add my powdered milk to my all-purpose flour. So I'm adding all of the milk and I'm going to mix both of them together. After mixing both of them, I'll go right ahead to start adding them to my batter. Now you don't want your flour all over the place, and also you don't want to overmix this batter, so it's important that you turn down the speed of your mixer while mixing. So keep adding in bits, and you can see it's beginning to look all doughy. It's beginning to thicken up, and you just need to keep adding it in bits. So at this point, I am fine with the mixing. This is what the dough looks like, and I will just stop. So that is it. This is how it actually looks like. Please don't overbeat it. And one thing I must mention is that try and pipe everything at once. Try and bake it, because if you allow it stay, it would harden up. It's going to become thicker and harder to pipe. I tried doing this after some time because of work. I piped the first set and tried piping another some minutes after, and my bag burst. I tried it the second time and it was the same thing. So please don't leave it, okay? Pipe at once. So I'm using tip 1M to pipe. So that's what my tip 1M looks like. I'm sure you must be familiar with that tip by now, because I love it so much. So I'm just going to scoop some into my piping bag, and I have my baking tray here lined with parchment paper, and I would start piping my rosettes slowly. So this is not the easiest to pipe, I must say, so you have to be careful. It's thick, so you don't want to wait for so long, and you don't want to rush this process. So take your time, pipe as you go along. It's something that you can pipe, but don't let it stay for too long, from my observation. So you see why you need to be able to pipe with your tip 1M. Okay, I have a video on how to pipe with tip 1M and also some other tips. You can check it out. I'm going to link it either here or in the description. Please check it out so that you can learn how to pipe using this tip. Pretty easy, pretty simple. I'm done piping, and this is what my cookies look like. They're so pretty, so nice, so neat. So I decided to also sprinkle some icing sugar on a few of them, and this is what it looks like as well. Sweet tooth, huh? So our cookies are ready, and I think we bake for about 40-45 minutes or thereabouts. Golden brown, crunchy and nice. They're so beautiful. Please practice, and if you found this video interesting, valuable, please smash the like button and subscribe to my channel as well. Okay, drop me a kind comment, and if you have any questions you can also drop them in the comments box. All right, until I see you in the next video, stay happy, stay safe, stay blessed, and store your cookies in an airtight container.